Hello and welcome to This Week at West. Instead of a sports update this week, Mr. Duddell, I understand you have some information that you want to share with us.
Absolutely. First off, I want to welcome all the students to the start of a fantastic school year. We're excited to have you guys back. And today we're going to use this message to talk about our discipline policy and all the policies that we're going to go through this entire school year. But without further ado, I think we need to introduce a few new faces to our school for this school year. So we will start with our assistant principals. As you guys know, we do have two new assistant principals with us, and that will be Miss Calandra Brisbane. Miss Brisbane will be over our science department, and she will be over the alphabet 10 through 12, A through G. So anyone that is in 10th through 12th grade, A through G, Miss Brisbane will be your assistant principal. We also have a new assistant principal, Mr. Christopher Coleman. Mr. Christopher Coleman is joining us from Atlanta. You guys will notice him because he will always be wearing a Florida State something on him.
Does he know they stink?
He's a huge fan of them.
It's so
it's
sad
just
for him.
I don't know.
Poor guy.
It is what it is.
Poor guy.
Anyways, he will be over our special education department and our fine arts department, and then he will have all of our special education students with him. Returning assistant principals are going to be Dr. Kendra Green, Mr. James Sinkler, Miss Sherry Young, and of course, Mr. Greg Johnson.
Oh,
you're
I'm
our
back too.
athletic director.
I'm back too.
Yeah, you're back as well.
Yeah.
So we're excited to have them, and if you guys ever need us, feel free to come to us. The other new faces in our school this year are going to be our counselors.
A bunch of them.
A bunch of them. So the first thing that we did is we do have a new guidance director, if you want to introduce her.
Her name is Miss Brittany Yarborough. You might recognize her from last year.
Yes, so she is returning with us. She will be our new guidance director. She will have 10 through 12, T through Z as her caseload, and we're excited to have her back. The new ones this year, we have Miss Karen Newsom. She will be the first office as you come in. She will be 10 through 12, A through C. We have Mr. Travis Nesbitt. He will be 10 through 12, D through G. He is also our only male in the counseling, so we're excited to have him.
Nice to have him in the building.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job already. We have Miss Alfreda Lucas. She will be 10 through 12, H through L. We have Miss Margaret Wallace, who's actually joining us from Georgia as well. She will be 10 through 12, R through S.
What's your recruiting like in Georgia? You are Kirby Smart, just for guidance counselors.
And I'm feeling great
You're doing something
by
right.
the ones that we have.
Sure.
And the other one we have new actually is coming up from Sneed, Miss Betty Lawrence. She will be over our 9th grades, A through J. So we're very excited to have these counselors with us this school year. And we have a lot of them. We have 8 counselors here, so if you guys ever need anything with your classes, with college recommendations, with college letters, ACT, SAT, they have all of that information for you and would be love to share any of that with you. So that rounds out kind of our new people, which is exciting. What is next for us?
All right, so first of all, before we jump into this, I want to say thanks for doing this as opposed to dragging us all to the auditorium for 7 hours. This is a good idea.
7 hours and usually 5 days, so this will help us.
Yeah, this is cool. We're off to a good, efficient start.
That is our goal.
All right, so talk to us about discipline. Obviously, let's not read the handbook to them, but talk to us first. Let's go. It's a game we play called Rapid Fire.
Okay.
Tardies, go.
Tardies are my biggest pet peeve. Students, you need to get to class on time. In between each class, you have 5 minutes. After your third tardy, you will start getting referrals. The new thing that we are unveiling this year, which I think will hold you guys more accountable, and my teachers at that point, is going to be Saturday school. So we will start doing Saturday school from 8 to 12 for tardies and IDs and anything else that we feel like we need to.
Can we please call it the Breakfast Club?
As long as I'm not that principal.
Okay.
But
this is what you get.
This is the things that we need to fix. We need to get to class on time. We need to wear IDs. If you lose your ID, we will get you another ID. But we need to be wearing all IDs at all times. Guys, this is just for a safety thing. Tardies is because you have to be at places on time. When you go to work
Pretty simple.
afterwards and you're not on time, guess what? You won't have that job very long. So please get to class on time.
Talk to us about vaping.
Vaping is an absolute no. Anywhere on the premise of this school. That could be in the bathrooms, that could be in your classrooms. Guys, it's just
Guys
downright...
are addicted to USB sticks.
Yes, and it's just downright dangerous. We don't know what these chemicals are and what they're going to do to us. So vaping is absolutely a non-negotiable at this school, and there will be discipline that is earned, in my opinion, for
Sure.
vaping on campus.
All right, talk to us about, are the kids allowed to leave like anytime they want to go to Zaxby's or Walmart or whatever?
No, that's
No.
another non-negotiable for us, guys. Once you're on campus and you have class with us, you stay on campus. There is no reason to leave this. We have a new food service called Chartwell's.
Ooh.
We will have several different lines that we will be opening up and different options for you guys. Guys, the food is actually really good. Just give it a chance.
It's not that frozen sloppy Joe stuff. It's like
No,
they're actually
no,
making
this is
food in
actually
the
like
cafeteria.
farm to fresh type food that they're bringing to our school, and
can
we're
dig it.
really excited about it. But there is absolutely no reason for you guys to ever leave this campus unless you have permission from a parent that assigned you out or permission from one of us, which is going to be hard to get. We will be patrolling the parking lot at all times during the day, so if you are caught, you'll be brought back here, your name will be written down. Guys, just stay here, okay? That's for your safety, our safety, and to make sure that you're learning.
Talk to us about what happens if students are disrespectful to the staff here.
Yeah, this is another one, guys, that I'm just not going to put up with. I understand that you guys are young adults and going through some things,
Same.
but we, as administrators and teachers here, are in charge of the school, and we need to demand a certain level of respect, and we will give you that same respect back. So the bottom line is, if a teacher asks you to do something, I expect you guys to do it. The teachers here are wonderful, and we're great, and we're going to stand behind them. And we love all of you guys as students, and we're excited to have you. But there needs to be a certain respect level in the school, and we're going to demand that from you guys. So that is something that I will always give you, and I expect you guys to give me, and I look forward to that relationship.
I want to go back and hit on one more thing
Yes.
before we move on. You talked about the kids can't leave campus.
Yes.
Can they just hang out in the parking lot if they want to and just kind of chill with their cars?
No.
Off limits, okay.
Yeah, off
Just wanted to
limits.
make
So
sure.
you really are not allowed to be in the parking lot at any time because that's an unauthorized area. And again, we will be patrolling that. This goes for cutting class, guys. The cutting class here was rampant last year, school year, and we're put some things in place for people to walk around and monitor the hallways at all times during the day, because we need to be in class learning so that we can get you out of here in 4 years and off to whatever avenue you want to go after that.
Talk to us about cell phones.
Yeah, so
That's what
cell
everybody wants
phones.
to know.
Cell phones are a big deal, and now that we are one-to-one, cell phones really should not be used at any time
You don't
in
need it.
class, because now you have essentially the internet at your disposal at any time with your teachers. You are allowed to use your cell phones in the before school and after school, and you're allowed to use them during lunch. Those are the only areas that you will be allowed to use your cell phones. I don't expect to see them out. Keep your earbuds off your ears while you're in the hallways. This is so that there's a communication. We can communicate with you guys.
And that's stuff like if the fire alarm's going off, you want to be able to hear it.
You got to be able to hear it. Or, hey, guess what? If a teacher is calling to you and asking you about dress code,
What?
exactly. I want you to be able to hear that, because guess what? That turns a simple dress code of pulling your pants up into a refusal to
Then you
obey
get
a
mad,
teacher.
the teacher's screaming at you. And that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
so we're going to avoid all of that by just not wearing earphones in the hallways and just having a successful transition to the class.
All right, I feel like the part that everybody's waiting to hear. Let's talk dress code for males.
Dress code for males. Wow. Where do we start? Let's start on
Can
the
I give
head.
you my old rule that I used to have?
Go ahead.
If I would look silly in it, you can't wear it. I'm 6'3", a little chubby. If I'm going to look silly, don't wear it. It covers all your policies. So like if the shorts are too short, how would Coach Johnson look? Silly. Don't wear it.
Yep.
Right? Okay, keep going. know
I
you're
like
not
that.
fit.
I like that. What Coach Johnson?
Let's work on getting that in the handbook.
There you go, Coach. If Coach Johnson looks silly, then it's us. I like that. But anyways, what we won't allow are hats or bandanas, guys. This goes for guys and girls. We don't want any kind of head wrap on your head. This includes do-rags. I understand the waves are coming back in.
Sure.
But that's something you're gonna have to do on your own time. It's just not permittable here at the school. The other thing, if you're wearing a jersey or a tank top, there has to be a t-shirt under that. T-shirt or long sleeve shirt under that. We understand that you work extremely hard in the gym.
Sure.
But again, that is for your own time. That is not here for school. And guys, I always expect you to wear your pants around your waist. Okay?
That's where they're intended to be worn.
Absolutely. You're going to see me wearing my pants around my waist, and I expect to see the same for you. If I have
Sure.
to continually ask you guys, that's going to be a problem. So those are really the big ones that we will talk about for guys. Cooper Wallace is not here anymore, so I don't have to talk about short shorts anymore.
We still got a few. There's still a few kids. All right, talk to us about girls. What are the big things for girls in dress code?
Girls, big things. Same thing. No hats, bandanas, head wraps of any kind, including do-rags. We will stay away from that. The big thing for you guys is The same thing goes with tank tops. You are not allowed to wear something that is a spaghetti strap or a jersey. It has to be much wider and get to at least the outside edge of your shoulder. Girls, we have to cover our midriff, okay? Your shirts should come down really past your pockets, but they have to come down and cover you.
I don't
at all
understand the
times.
whole. Remember, we were back in school and playing football. You had a shimmy shirt that showed
Yes.
your whole belly. Those are back now.
They are, but they
But again,
instead of wearing them under your pads, they actually
It
wear
goes
them
back
to
to my
school.
rule. Would I look silly in it? Don't wear it.
Absolutely.
Don't wear it.
I get it. Girls, the big thing is going to be shorts, okay? Our shorts get entirely too short, so we are going to go by the fingertip length rule. And if your fingertips, not when your things are up here, all right, when you're down, that's exactly right.
These fit, I swear.
Yeah, that's exactly how they try getting around it. But you will be held to the fingertip length rule.
Does that
And
include the Norts?
that includes Norts, guys. If the Norts are too short on you, then we will not allow them. And that's something that we will police and take care of. So make sure that, and last thing but not least, between guys and girls, the holes in the jeans, they are not allowed to be above the knee. It has to be covered with tights underneath.
But what happens if they say that, well, we bought them this way?
Well, if that's the way they bought them, that's fine. Wear them on the weekends. Wear them after school. It is not an outfit that you can wear to school. And this was the same thing last year that we tried policing, so you guys already know this. That
It's
we
not a
will
new
not allow pants like that.
All right, so we got one more thing to talk about.
Yes.
This is also not just to our fantastic students. Let's talk to parents that are dropping off in the morning. It
Yeah.
looks like we've done a lot of work to make the car line go faster.
Yeah, so we've built, we're out here and I can kind of see it right now.
So we're also going to show a video while we're talking about this. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we built we had paved a new area with some lines painted in that. Those lines are for parents dropping off and picking up their students. Okay, so when you come in the morning, we have 8 lanes that are available for you guys. Yes, all 8.
Last year we only had 2. This is a huge upgrade.
Yes,
The whole point is to
this
save time.
save time and to allow our kids to safely walk across the street without dodging traffic.
Sure.
That was a big thing that we had problems with last year. So those 8 lanes are at your disposal to pull in. Kids can open their doors, get out, and go across the street.
So let's say this morning, like this morning for example, we had 2 lanes that were heavy traffic, right?
Mhm.
But the other 6 weren't used. So let's say I'm Joe Blow's mom and I'm driving in. Could I use lane 4 if nobody's in it?
Absolutely.
And I can pull all the way up to the front?
All the way up to the front. That is the other big pet peeve for us. If you guys stop at the very end of the lane, guess
You're
what?
the problem.
Everyone stops
You're the
behind
problem.
you, and then that starts backing up traffic. So pull all the way up to the front as far as you can before you have to make the right-hand turn.
Instead
and
of
leave.
being the 5th person in lane 1, be the 1st person in lane 4.
Yeah.
That's
And it's really not
simple.
any farther away.
But
for
you know,
kids to work.
our kids will get it. Our parents will get it. Tell
Yeah.
us if we're a student and we're coming in and
Yes.
we're not dropping off. Is it better to be in the left lane? Better to be in the right lane? You tell us.
It is much better if you're a student driving to be in the right-hand lane the entire way. And when you get around to the back, you will make a right-hand lane
Right there at the tennis court.
right there at the tennis court.
Someone really wants to talk to me right now.
All the way up to the top and go around to whatever parking spot you want on the left-hand side. That is very important for you guys because number one, of safety, I don't want you guys to be where there's students walking. Number two, that will get you to your spot as fast as possible.
You know, it's also imperative that you know, this morning as we're doing car drop-off duty, a lot of students, you know, that's a huge area out there.
It is.
They chose to cross over right where the cars were dropping off. So
Yeah.
if we could maybe avoid that area, we eliminate a lot of problems.
Yes, and we're going to set up some cones and we're going to get some signs up so that you guys have a much safer and smoother way in here. There's a lot of students that come to this school. There's a lot of students that get dropped off at this school through the back. So we just have to put these things in place and expect you guys to follow them. We will be out there monitoring and adjusting and doing everything we can to get you guys out of here safe and to keep our students safe crossing the parking lot.
Let's talk sports this week since we got a second.
Hey.
We have your attention.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow, girls golf kicks off. They're at Camden, so good luck to Coach Wegman.
Coach
golf
Wegman and
team.
the girls, we're looking forward to a good season.
This Friday, we have football at home versus Crestwood. Kickoff's at 7:30. The theme for this week, the United States of America.
And I
Looking
couldn't
forward to
think
it.
of a better thing to do
I
than
love
be
it.
at a football game on a Friday night, guys. I love football. I'm excited for sports and school to start back up. And I'm looking for another good season from Coach Generat
Yeah.
and really all of our athletics here in the fall.
Also Saturday, busy day. Swim team's going to Pepper Gettings Middle School to have the Ripley's Invitational. They're kicking off the season.
Where is Pepper Gettings Middle School?
That's the Myrtle Beach Middle School, essentially. The girls golf team going to Ainer, the Ainer Invitational, Blue
Okay.
Jacket Invitational. And volleyball having a huge tournament here this weekend, the first ever Battle at the Castle. So Coach Coker and company going to have a
I
lot
like
of games
that.
going on this weekend. So
Yes, and I wish all of our coaches good luck, and I hope you guys get back safe.
anything else for the week?
No, guys, this is the first week, the big schedule. You guys will have until the end of this week to put in schedule changes. Friday is the deadline. We will change those schedules over the weekend, and come next week, everyone will have a finalized schedule that you're expected to follow and go through. We will be an advisory for this is your last day. It will be Tuesday when you guys are watching this. Tomorrow we will report directly to first block.
Wednesday, you mean? Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wednesday we'll go to first block. Tuesday will be the last day of advisory, which is when you're watching this.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Guys, I'm excited to have a good school year. Come to me if you ever need me.
See
Thank
you
you.
next time.